It can be kind of complicating to know when to TP and when not to. In this case, I'm playing Malphite, and the enemy Fiora just did a cheater recall, so she crashes 3 waves and then resets. And then whenever they do that, the basics of wave control is kind of big wave comes in, big wave goes out. So the onus is on me now to um, push the next waves, or not push it, but just make sure that the next waves crash. And then if I was to TP, then I'd be losing out on, this minion wave, the next minion wave that's coming, and then the next minion wave that spawns after that. So you go down three whole minion waves potentially, which is game over in the top lane, because once you're down that much XP, don't even think about the gold, just the XP alone, you're like out of the game from the top lane role. Especially in a matchup where it's like you're a tank to a bruiser champion. So anyways, my Zac ends up getting invaded. And then tries to go back in for like an extra auto attack on the blue. It doesn't end up working out, Close enough, I guess. And then 20,000 pings come in for a TP, but I know, like, I have the resolve and I know, like, I can't TP from this position. If I TP here, just like as a screenshot of like this situation, right? Nothing's really guaranteed for my TP. Even when you TP to Zac blobs, he still ends up coming out of it, and then he's about 1 or 2 autos, and then he's dead anyways after that. And my Zac doesn't have flash at this point either. So a TP like this would, again, I'd be going down at the very least 3 minion waves, because as you can see with this big wave built up, whenever a Fiora comes back to lane, if she just simply last hits the wave, I'm screwed and the game's over. For a TP like this, where it doesn't do a whole lot and it's just to save a ally's mistake. If you're capitalizing on an ally's advantage, let's say a very common one is, let's say a big wave is crashed here, and then you TP onto a minion and then try to dive the enemy or just threaten them off the minion wave with your team after you had crashed a wave in your own lane, for example. Mid laners like Silas do this all the time, and it's very, very oppressive. But you don't have to like give up yourself, especially in a solo queue game, for your tank jungler, If you want to lose the game fast, that's a way to do it, but geez Louise. So as this all plays out, like, sure, maybe I get a kill onto the Rengar here, but the flip of all of this is so unlikely, especially with such low damage champions like Sivir, Sona, Zac, and Malphite in an early fight like this. Not even close to worth it. And the main thing is like step one of like I would be totally screwed top lane because of the minion waves. And then step 2, the fight would suck. And then step 3, there is no step 3. Everything's over from there. So just an example of the TP and how you really have to be careful with it in the top lane. Don't just use it for any fight. Especially, don't be pulled by your teammates. It's your TP, and just know how to use it.